Vito from GameZone. I'm here with Ben Colayco, CEO of Killer Combo, and we're looking at a new side-scrolling MMO, Elsword. How are you doing, Ben?
Pretty good, thanks. Thanks for coming, Vito. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Now, this game is very unique. You don't see a lot of these kind of side-scrollers. I don't know if I've actually seen one before. It's a side-scrolling MMO.
It's a side-scrolling MMO. We're kind of taking it a little bit old school, but the great thing is it's real-time action and it's multiplayer and it's online. So basically, it's pretty satisfying, the hits and the combos that you can make. And as I was telling you before, we're actually running this off of the Wi-Fi here at the Expo, and it's running pretty well. So even we're kind of amazed, but we're pretty happy with it so far. So you guys should check it out. Yeah.
Now it looks great. This is obviously, we're here at Anime Expo, and they're kind of showing off the more anime-centric games. This definitely has a very anime art style, yeah?
Absolutely. That's why we're here. I mean, I think we're going after a segment that we think can be really receptive to our game. And actually, if you look at it, when you do your special moves, it kind of brings you into this manga. And what you see is actual gameplay back here. And so yeah, you really feel like you're playing the comic book. So
that's awesome. Now the game, it has kind of the traditional MMO, you know, put a party together, get your friends, and go after these dungeons.
That's right, and it's also, but we also have PvP. But at the same time, if, you know, it's really focused on PvE and a dungeon crawl. And you can play up to 4 people in a party, or 4 versus 4 in PvP.
Wow, that's awesome. And obviously, because you're telling me it's free to play.
Correct.
Yeah, so you can get all your friends together and, you know, try it out, you know, make sure that everybody's having a good time, and then invest money in it if you decide you kind of like it.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the commitment we're trying to do, actually. Right now, everyone, like, free to play seems to be a big buzzword for MMOs right now.
Yeah, I see a lot of them.
But in fact, ours is pretty balanced in that you don't have to spend $1 to still beat somebody who's actually paid for gear, like myself, like I was mentioning earlier. I'm not very good.
As the CEO of the company, I think you definitely have to invest in your character.
Admittedly, I can say that, but
you're not allowed to be a cheapskate.
But I do get spanked by some of the GMs without any gear or anything, so so I know that it is fairly balanced and it's still pretty fun.
Now, what's the combat like in this game? Is it like a traditional 2D side scroller? You know, is it like kind of a brawler type thing?
It's pretty close, actually, to us. We're trying to emulate the console experience, but on the PC.
Okay.
And the controls are so easy. It's just the directional arrows and Z and X, man, and that's it. I mean, I've had to replace my keyboard with the Z key, but because of a bit of a smashing. But yeah, but that's it. It's that simple, and you can string up to like 50 to even, some of these guys were telling me they were hitting 100 combos.
Oh man.
I don't know. I haven't seen that. I've done about 15 to 20, but we'll see. Yeah.
And very easy to pick up and to play. It just kind of has the traditional side-scrolling controls.
Absolutely. Every once in a while, you know, you're going 2D, and then the map will go into the screen, and then to the left and to the right, just to change it up a little bit. So we kind of have that strange kind of 3D thing that
very
pops
cool, like 2.5D, I've heard it called.
Exactly.
Yeah. It looks great. And now, are there a lot of different character types? Can you choose what kind of character you want to play as?
Absolutely. I mean, there are 3 basic character types right now. So you have your basic swordsman, you have your mage, and then you have your archer, your ranged attack. Okay. The interesting thing about the range attack is, even though you have the range attack, you can kick ass with the kicks and stuff, and you can specialize with that as a skill, as a melee skill. So it's actually, it's pretty good balance. We are going to be releasing new characters as we go along. A new one will be coming in the next couple of months. But for us, really, right now, we're really focusing on the guilds and getting everyone to play. It's a session-based system, so it's not a persistent world MMORPG, but it's session-based and it's a dungeon crawl. But
it's really more just focused on the pure action.
Jump in and you start beating stuff up. I mean, it's easy as that.
I think that's going to appeal to a lot of people. Now, this one's been out for about 2 months now?
That's right. That's right.
All right. Well, I mean, definitely check it out. They're going to be adding new stuff to it all the time, and honestly, it looks like a ton of fun. Thanks, Ben.
Thanks a lot, Vito.
Awesome.
Thanks for coming.